Hello and welcome to this week's episode.
We're hopping in. I wanted some water.
You want water? Okay.
I'll
get you water. Hold on.
I wanted water. Like I was just waiting for you. I was like, oh, so we're gonna get any? Do we need anything else? I thought you were gonna bring more props.
Do you want me to bring more props?
Well, I don't know. It seems pretty bland. We only got 3 of them. Welcome to Totally Oblivious. My name is Alex with my co-host today, or technically the host, Caleb Perez. While he waits to give me water, this might be a blooper for later. While we wait, I will talk about my socks though. What the fuck's up with the sock industry and naming or just naming socks though? It's really weird. I don't know why. And also, I do have them on backwards. This one's right and this one's left, but it should be the other way around. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why they started doing this. Maybe for reasons, but I'd rather prefer people actually just like, or just companies just make fucking socks, bro. I don't think it's that hard. And sometimes there are people like me who just put them on the fucking wrong way. It genuinely kind of sucks, honestly, but it is what it is. That's the man mentality behind it. I'm also kind of waking up during the beginning of this episode, so I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm out of ideas now. I'm waking up. I got to record with Jobber later. It's like talking to my mind. This is bad. This is how I go insane, isn't it? Just sitting here by myself in the endless void of darkness. I've always wondered if I would become evil one day. I fear it's still a possibility. But I don't know. Ooh, boy, water. You still have your batas on? Are we all good now?
I think so. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Totally Oblivious. I am your host, Caleb Perez. I'm here with co-host Alex. He had a blab with you. I might leave in. I don't know. I'm angry.
I sounded fucking crazy.
I'm angry at McDonald's today. They screwed up my order. So,
wow, I feel so bad for the minimum wage workers.
I guess I have to get lunch afterwards again.
I have to go home and record. So
yeah.
Crazy day for me.
Maybe I'll make soup. I don't know.
Soup? What kind of soup?
Ramen.
Oh. I refuse to eat ramen like that.
Why?
I don't know, man. It's the poor man's food.
It's the poor man's food?
Honestly, it kind of is, though. For real.
I dress it up. I like putting eggs and stuff in it.
It's just the poor man's food. It's just soup. It's just Mexican soup at that point. Like, at least an idea.
What?
It's just soup. It's the most easy thing to make, and you just start putting stuff in it. It's the idea. I'm waking up right now. Hi, everybody. I'm fucking. I wanted to record early today, and I'm feeling the consequences of my actions. You can tell because I haven't said fuck a lot yet, and my voice is all that like sleepy voice.
Alex is sleepy today. Well, I guess to get things started off, I had a few news articles I wanted to run through. Okay, so here's Caleb with the news. In a world full of chaos and confusion, one man must take it upon himself to share the knowledge and truth of what's really happening. In recent news, Hershey warns of Halloween candy shortage. Study finds that all orange cats truly share one brain cell. And nothing, not even his own personal safety, will stop him from serving you the truth.
Florida man decides to blow up own state after big stock earnings.
This is Caleb with the news.
Are you going to put a news segment in?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
News story number 1. This one happened over the weekend. I don't know if you saw this. I like. I don't
read the news.
Fisherman caught cheating The winners of almost $29,000 at an Ohio fishing tournament were disqualified on Friday after it discovered their fish were stuffed with lead weights. The contest was to see who could achieve the highest total weight for a bucket of 5 walleyes caught in Lake Erie. Officials of the Lake Erie Walleye Trail tournament were immediately suspicious when one team's fish weighed almost twice what they should have at weigh-in. The walleye in the bucket looked like they should have weighed around 4 pounds each, and each was at least 7 pounds each. Handling the fish, they could feel hard objects inside the fish. While one of the fishermen, Jacob Runyon, stood watching, officials sliced open the fish and pulled out a large lead ball. Runyon and his teammate, Chase Kaminsky, were set to win a $28,760 prize. So, it was like Sunday morning when I first heard about this. It was a tweet on Twitter. I'll see if I could find it. But I was seeing the live reaction of the people finding out that those guys cheated. And so the reason I bring this up is because it's so funny to see this group of fishermen like go like
they're not real fishermen.
They're like ready to
cheating.
They're like ready to murder these guys. Like I was laughing, but at the same time I was like, oh shoot.
That's just
cheated.
That's just comical. Which makes sense though. In the world of speedrunning, it's actually very common for some of the higher tier placements to actually be cheated.
Yeah,
which is funny because you look at the Olympics and shit from like the 80s and 90s. Everybody's roided up. It was like a well-known secret. Between everybody, which isn't crazy. So seeing people, try to cheat for 28,000, 28 grand or what?
Yeah, like almost 29 grand.
29 grand. It makes sense statistically speaking with everything.
Yeah, but gosh, you have to watch this video. It's so funny. I'll put it in the actual video for the podcast.
Well, what the fuck? Where's the other one? Bro, they want to fucking lynch him, dude. Oh my god, the white man's turning on himself.
Right now. Jake, I want you to leave. I don't want anybody to touch these guys. I want you to leave.
You wouldn't go to jail for it? You know what's funny though? Half those guys wouldn't even have won.
Probably not, but these guys probably would have won.
Just fed them. It's just a COD lobby, dude. It's just a COD lobby, bro.
It really is. They found the hacker in the COD lobby.
But the funny thing is though, the hacker in the COD would just.
This is a fillet, yeah. A fillet fish. It's a walleye fillet.
Wow, interesting. You can't go to jail, you idiot. It's not he'd probably get maybe 2 days notice.
I think they did get fined for it.
They'd get fined, but they wouldn't go to jail for it. Unless they've committed it like everywhere.
It's like extortion because they're like cheating people out of money.
Yeah. They're getting hyped now. Let's fucking go!
Let's go!
But you still lost.
Well, there's a new winner now.
I need pictures.
What do you need pictures for? There's like 6 guys recording a video. Aren't videos better than pictures?
Yes.
I was about to say.
You fucked over a lot of people, man. They've been doing this shit for years. Cheating motherfuckers, man. Piece of fucking shit. You got a fucking boat. You got thousands of fucking dollars. You don't.
I like it. You hear that guy the entire episode or the
entire
video.
Dude, you know what that is? You know what that means? That man has lost so many tournaments, and he lost sleep over. He was feeling it, broski. He was feeling it.
I got to show you my favorite part of the video.
There's more?
No, it's in this video. I don't know if you caught it, but it's my favorite part. I'll see if I can find it.
Where he says woohoo? Woohoo! He said woohoo? Well, it doesn't sound like
right
woohoo.
Here.
What?
Look at this guy's face. Look at this guy right here. He's all smiling and laughing.
It's funny, bro. It's
Gosh.
funny when white people get angry, bro. Because they get so enveloped in their emotions and they get all red. It's really funny.
Dude, every guy was seeing.
But no one
red
likes
in their
cheater
eyes.
though. I understand.
Yeah, that's true.
And for $28,000, bro, that's
messed up, especially for the people who are playing fairly and would have lost out on making that much money.
Yeah, but the funny thing is though, is like those people get. I don't see getting that angry over that. Yeah, I feel like you should get angry over it, but getting like that heated.
Yeah.
Even though the statistics of you losing is pretty high. It's this how tournaments work.
Yeah.
You know, hey, shit happens. But it looked like he had like a nice. I'm assuming that was his boat his trailer in the background. So
it was the it was like the
officials'
It was
boat?
like the stage. Yeah, like their fishing boat and stuff. But
should have used smaller balls, the dumbass.
dude,
If you're gonna cheat though, and here's the thing though, if
I
you are
feel
gonna
like
cheat, you gotta be smart about it.
yeah, I feel like he could have just used the fish fillets like he did, but
Or he
the
could
lead
like,
weights is a lot.
or he could have, I don't know, stuffed it with more fish, or like
he did. He had the little
the
fish
one
fillets,
fillet. Yeah.
But like whole lead balls inside of a fish is like a fish is not going to weigh that much. I can tell you that.
No, fish is foot. Unless they're like a fucking catfish, a little fucking monstrous catfish.
But even then, you can tell by looking at a fish how much that thing's going to weigh.
Yeah, they're not crazy.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, it's just funny though, waking up on Sunday and seeing fishing drama.
You're more of a fisherman than I am, so I think that's why you find it so amusing.
I felt like that guy in the background. That's exactly how I'd be at the fishing tournament. Just like, look at these guys.
Look at you. You failed.
I came here just to catch some fish. I don't even care about the tournament, and I still get entertainment.
I'm gonna be honest though. Real talk though. How the fuck does tournament fishing work?
It's like they said. It was like
is it in total weight?
Yeah, it's like total weight. So some of them do size too. So whoever catches the biggest fish by the end. of the day.
So it's just how many fish you can catch, and then the total weight is
yeah,
how much.
they have like different qualifications. Fishing's just an interesting sport in general because it's not really like a sport.
Isn't that just gambling?
No, it's not gambling.
Because there's no skill.
The skill is to catch the fish, and catching a bigger or heavier fish is always going to be harder than catching a smaller fish.
But isn't it just up to chance?
Because way back, I think this is correct, but fishing tournaments were to see who could catch the most fish. But they had to stop doing that because overfishing.
Yeah.
But so now they did by largest fish or heaviest amount. But yeah,
that's kind of weird. That's just really gambling at that point. You should go play some poker.
I wouldn't say it's gambling
because you can't grab a fish by It's like how I'm trying to explain this in a way. It's like a gotcha game. You just kind of just throw your reel out there until you catch something.
I guess in a way,
unless the fishing association has like a dedicated like ponds where it's like, nah, these ones are all supposed to be big. Yeah, so maybe, but I don't really know. I'm just thinking about that. Like I've always seen that on like on the travel channels and stuff, like those fishing sport videos. Yeah. I'm like, this is goofy. This is weird.
It's a little goofy.
It's a little bit goofy. But I'll respect the craft.
I think it's fun.
I'll respect the craft.
It's a fun little thing. All right. I have another thing. Let's see if it's in my bookmarks. It is not. Other news story kind of related to what just happened to me today. What the heck? Where is it?
Get the fuck out of here, man. That's gonna go to jail.
Going to jail.
You know what? Just to keep on talking about that, that's the most white response ever. It's
He's
like
going to jail.
Like it's just like you like, get.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like it's automatically with the jail. I'm like that's not how it works. You just don't go to jail for getting wronged. Like I could like tickle your toes unwillingly.
I wouldn't like it, but I mean,
I'm not gonna go to jail for it. I'm gonna be the toe tickler.
There it is. There it is.
What are we looking up now?
All right.
What's the next news story?
McDonald's workers are begging people to stop ordering adult Happy Meals. That's the headline. Have you heard of the adult Happy Meals?
The fuck is an adult Happy? Isn't that just regular food with a fucking toy?
Pretty much, yeah. But they have like this collaboration with. It's called Cactus Plant Flea Market.
The fuck?
Mariah wanted one today, so that's the entire reason why I went to stupid McDonald's and they didn't give me half my meal. So F me, right? But so the news of Happy Meals for adults seemed like a neat little publicity stunt for McDonald's and a fun story for everyone to chortle along with. Cactus Plant Flea Market style four-eyed toys of the old McDonald's characters in a box for the grown-ups seems like a certainty for virtual success. However, it turns out it's backfiring spectacularly on actual McDonald's staff who are reporting the hyperpopulation. Good gosh, I can't speak. The hyper-popular promotion has brought about chaos and misery as they struggle to fulfill the avalanche of orders. Quote, "Bro, please don't order the adult McDonald's Happy Meals, bro. I'm begging," wrote one employee on TikTok.
I'm going to be honest. What's the fucking difference?
I was wondering,
how are they? Is it just because more people are interested? Is that
so
it?
It's like
The demand went too crazy?
I think they really went for those toys. I think that's the entire point, because the meal itself is just like a medium Big Mac meal. I went and I was like, is this really just a medium Big Mac meal or medium 10-piece nugget meal, but with a toy?
Adults are fucking dumb as fuck.
Dude.
Like, who gives a fuck? Like, what is this, Beanie Babies? Or what are you, my aunt from the early 2000s with their Beanie Baby craze?
Like, I don't get why they went so crazy with this. Like, I guess it's the same with like the Pokemon cards, but even at least Pokemon cards could like, well, I guess these could increase in value too, but like there's no point in going crazy over it.
I don't know, man. Adults are weird.
Some people are just insane. I honestly believe that. Right, there's one more news story I wanted to look into.
Adult Happy Meals, bro.
Well,
grow up.
I guess it's not really a news story, but it's a headline that I wanted to read out. Jim Henson's Creature Shop is confirmed to be working on the animatronics for Blumhouse's Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and it's going to start filming in February.
I heard that too, but that movie's been in production for like forever. I'm going to be honest. I don't give a fuck.
I don't really either.
I'm out of my five. I'm out of the Five Nights at Freddy's phase for me, bro.
I really don't care, but at the same time,
is Markiplier going to get a starring role in that, bro?
That's exactly what I was
literally needs one.
I honestly think that movie's going to suck unless they have like a Markiplier cameo in the movie.
What is he going to do? He's going to be the fucking radio guy?
Or like, the radio guy. Or like have him at least like as like a parent like bringing his kids in.
So what the fuck's happening here?
Be like, hey, my son would like to talk to Freddy Fazbear.
What is it, Wilfred Warstash in this version?
My son would like to talk to Freddy Fazbear.
They have to at least give him a cameo.
There has to be a Markiplier.
There's no way they don't.
But I don't know. It could be an interesting take on Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, there is a in-depth lore to Five Nights at Freddy's that I have saved in my brain.
I think the only way this movie could be good is if they focus solely on like the first movie and make it kind of like
the first game,
or first.
Well,
game.
even then, the first game's confusing as fuck.
But I feel like it's pretty basic enough that you can make like a story out of it. Like, I was thinking like a Night at the Museum kind of movie where it's like he comes in the first night, he's like, "This is messed up. I'm not coming back," and then he like realizes he's like, "Well, actually, I think I can handle this." And then by the fifth night, like things go like.
To be honest, if they were to do a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I think you should probably go with the second one. The second game, because that one chronologically is like tied to so. But even then,
I feel like the first one would be like it'd be more iconic for like the eye to appeal, but
the
like,
audience. But I'm gonna be honest,
I don't know.
Lore wise, like I know the books are completely the children's books basically are completely different from the game. So I think in this scenario, you should probably get Scott and be like, nah, we gotta actually like make a whole like movie continuity with this, because it can like. It's a visual to visually see the security guard would be weird, because I think lore reason wise he should look like an actual fucking zombie, because he's Afton's son, so he should like lore wise look like a complete fucking weirdo. But you need to is the baby picking up on the audio? Because
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just curious. There's a baby in the background. Yeah, but no, I think Five Nights at Freddy's in a movie would work. It's just you have to move the lore around a little bit, because it'd be weird.
Yeah, I really don't know where they're gonna go with it, and honestly, I stopped paying attention to the actual lore after like Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and I only watch Markiplier play it, and I'm just like, okay. But
I'm the king of Five Nights at Freddy's.
iconic. Lucky flannel.
If there's flannel, bro, it is. You know, what's really weird? If I had a nickel every time a flannel had some type of popular presence on the internet, I'd have two: Anthony Fantano and Markiplier. Really weird.
Very interesting.
Well, technically, there's three because there's the yellow one and the red one. So
yeah. I don't know, but that's pretty much all the news stories I got.
That's
for today.
it. I thought you were gonna lay me down with Also, here's a Colombian drug lord.
No, I just had fun news stories that I wanted to share because I just found them amusing. At least the first two I found pretty amusing.
Yeah, I don't. That's oh my god! I have a spider bite on my calf. Yeah, no, that was. I'm waking up still.
Alex is very tired.
No, I'm not tired. It's just really weird recording this early. It's like
it's noon.
Okay, we recorded like 1, dog. We're like 2 hours ahead of schedule.
We're 1 hour ahead of schedule.
Shut up.
Actually, we might even be. We're 20 minutes before schedule.
I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't really know what to talk about.
Well, I did have a little thing, like I guess a sort of topic to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in light of this new Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out, horror movies. That's a big part of the
be honest,
spooky
bro.
season. I know you don't watch spooky movies.
The only horror movies I would consider that I've watched are Alien and Predator. That's about it, to be honest.
Those are still good ones, though.
Those are the best
Iconic
ones. Yes.
So do you know much about like slasher films? Because those are like the more popular ones.
I know them. I'm gonna be honest. What I know is that most horror movies are just actually surprisingly like political takes with just
really,
chainsaw Texas fucking Leatherface's character. All of Chainsaw Massacre is just one giant criticism on the meat factory industry.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Did you know that the mask used for Michael Myers is
bought from Walmart? No.
Yeah, it's a William Shatner mask that they painted white and cut out the eyes.
With a lot of those older movies, everything's cheap.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be
just
surprised.
learned that the other day, though.
Yeah,
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, most movies like that are all critiques. Saw 2, I think, to a certain degree.
Oh yeah, Saw's like I'm trying to. I think like the greater message behind Saw is to like appreciate your life for what
it is. Yeah, that's what all those movies are.
What's Friday the 13th? What's the deal with that?
See, okay, the first one I think might have just been for hijinks, and then afterwards, I think it just got corporate. So I don't think there actually was a message. Mm-hmm. It's only the first movies that have usually the messages.
Yeah, that
the second one, maybe. After that, no.
Honestly, I'm right there with you though. I haven't seen any of these.
No. I'm not a big horror movie guy, but I just kind of know the lore-esque. So it's just like, yeah, Chainsaw Massacre is just a criticism. Saw is about, hey, you're a human. Don't fucking waste your time here, I guess. And I think I'm trying to remember Terminator. Of course, that one's.
I don't even know if that's really a horror movie.
It's just
that's
a really hard.
Like
no, but back then that's how people treated it. The whole like, the apocalypse, the AI apocalypse,
the robots.
I'm gonna be honest.
The robots are taking over the world.
I dead ass believe that Terminator and the whole AI thing that it has in that entire franchise has sparked conspiracy theories for years.
I'm sure, yeah.
I genuinely do. I believe that because I played Assassin's Creed a while back, and there's this whole idea that there's like this pre-civilization before humans, and then I started watching Ancient Aliens about a couple years later, and not until recently as an adult I kind of figured out, man, they were just fucking feeding off of ideas from everybody else. Like none of these are original ideas. There's just somebody had a thought, and then they just fucking ran with it. Because I don't know, it's really weird. I'm like I swear, conspiracies are just born off of video games. I swear to God.
Pretty much, yeah. It's weird.
Yeah,
the world just runs short on original ideas when it comes to like mainstream media.
Yeah, it really does.
Especially because like slasher films themselves seem like they pretty much follow the same basic formula every time. Yeah. Especially those like. In the essence of like Friday the 13th, where it's like there's a killer and there's college students having sex at a camp, and then he starts killing them. Or it's some form of that.
Have you ever watched Halloween though?
I haven't. Like I said, I haven't really seen any of them.
Absolutely.
You know which ones I have seen?
Are all the fucking goofy ones?
The Scary Movie franchise. Have you heard of that?
I thought that was a comedy.
It is a comedy. It's making fun of all of them, but those are the ones I've seen.
No, didn't they just start making fun of everything else though? Like, wasn't there like superhero references?
Dude, those movies are like, you turn off your brain.
Jesus.
You just watch as the most. That's like the brain dump of writers. Like, you go there and you write the most stupid thing possible, and they're like, let's throw it in a garbage can. And then whoever was the director of Scary Movie found that garbage can and was like,
this shit's fire.
Gosh, I can make a movie out of
I can make
this.
a movie out of this. No, I think when it comes to horror movies, they've never intrigued. Honestly, which I really find weird about myself, I can play a fucking brutal ass video game.
Mm-hmm.
The minute it's on screen, dude, I become a pussy.
Like,
But so does my dad and my brother.
really?
Yeah, we can watch the most grotesque. I can watch videos of hunters like tearing up, like, cutting up an animal and blah blah blah. The minute it's a white chick and a fucking serial killer, damn, bro, I gotta hide beneath my blanket. I don't know,
bro.
It's really weird
Her,
with me.
she was hot.
No, I don't like. I've come to the shocking conclusion the other day. I don't like white chicks with blonde hair. I'll be real, 100%.
The ones who always die in the horror movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
die, bitch, die. I thought of Grogu and that fucking
Grogu.
yeah, because there's that
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
one,
with the meme.
the one edit me playing Doom, killing the demons. My grandmother, die, demons, die. That's another thing too. I fucking play Doom, and I'm just like, real life person. Ugh. I work at a hospital too, so I've seen a thing or two, and it's just all like, man,
I guess it's different when it's like
the theme.
Yeah.
Like it actually kind of shows the whole craft behind it, and like the music, the atmosphere. It kind of gets you.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't fear anything because I have not seen a horror movie that
Body
genuinely
of
made
water.
me scared.
Like, wrong.
Where's the Sonic drowning theme at? No, gosh, please, no!
I'm not scared of anything.
Water. No. But no, I mean, like, when it comes to like horror movies, it's like, I don't know. I think there's very few like horror movies that scare me, but there's some that I think are very good. Like It Chapter 1, I thought that was a very good, like, well executed horror movie. Like, they did all the scares right.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have like booga booga booga. They did in part 2, but part 1 I thought was pretty good, especially because there's like the dread of like kids having to deal with it by themselves rather than.
I would be fucking voting for it, bro. Get him! Fucking worthless ass brats. You know what they do in the fucking that book is. If we're not talking about
book,
bro,
wild.
You know how
Stephen King is insane for writing
what
that.
I forgot the joke. There's the joke about the page where the I'm gonna pronounce it differently, but you know what I'm talking about. The orgy,
the mishmash of bodies.
It's just children having an orgy.
So
why has nobody checked on him? That's on some like H.P. Lovecraft being racist shit.
That is literally it's insane.
Don't look up his cat's name, by the way.
So insane that that even was written in a book.
And it went through censoring.
And it went through
editing.
It went through editing. The editors were like,
"It's fire, bro.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong here. Print this book now."
No, it was weird. Stephen King needs to be checked. I think one of these days he's probably going to end up dying, and then things are probably going to come out like H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Yeah, they didn't put it in the movie.
They did not put it in the movie, thank the Lord. Which is probably why it was a good movie.
Do you think if they added that, people would be like, this is still a 10 out of 10?
Like, man.
I was like, why is this in the fucking movie?
I feel like that would instantly, like, there's scenes in movies that just instantly will ruin a movie. Like, especially with horror movies, too. There's this one, what's it called? It's like Don't Breathe. Have you heard of that one? I think it's called Don't Breathe. Because it's like like this group of college students.
It's always
of course.
students.
They get like. I didn't watch the full movie. I only saw like the later half.
Mm-hmm.
But they get like stuck in this old man's house who's like blind or something, and they're trying to. They have to keep as quiet as possible to get through without him killing them, or eventually he's going to.
How the fuck are you being defeated by
onto this woman?
How are you being defeated by a blind old man?
See, that's what I was thinking. But
Does he know fucking kung fu?
Like in the climax of the movie, he catches this girl and is about to unwillingly impregnate her, and her friend is like, oh gosh, and like clocks this guy over the head with like a brick, and then she like stabs him in the mouth, and like he's just laying there. He's this old man, and somehow he gets up and kills her friend and starts chasing her again. I'm like, how is this old man, 90 years old, I think, because he was like a World War veteran in this movie, gets up after getting hit in the head with a brick, stabbed, and is chasing this woman. Of the movie.
Elderly people.
Elderly people. But
they
like,
won't die.
It's insane. It was like that completely destroyed like the atmosphere of the movie. It's like
in Mortal Kombat when you're doing when the X-rays show up, you're like, you should be dead.
Yeah. Pretty much like that.
No,
and like even I think she like runs him over with a car, and then she's like flying in an airport and she's reading the news and it's like local man hit by a car and he's still alive. And it's like this old dude got hit with a brick, stabbed.
Like, was there anything supernatural about him?
Unless they mentioned it in the beginning of the movie, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, there's weird things with. So it's like with fucking. See, this is why power scaling's so fun. Fucking what's his face from Halloween? Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker has survived the most brutal ass shit humanly possible, and he still shows up unscarred. It's goofy.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
At one point with some of the like, I'll let Alien and Predator and what's his face, fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. What's his face, Freddy Krueger. I'll let them slide. Mm-hmm. But when you get into the more human ones or human-esque ones before any like major turnaround, like he's controlled by Satan or some bullshit like that. Yeah. I'm always like, no.
Even then,
if I blast you with a shotgun point blank, die, motherfucker. If I shoot you twice with two shells, two slugs, like, deer shot, point blank, die.
Like their body should be obliterated.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense.
That's I think the main
or stunned.
The main problem I have with the Friday the 13th movies specifically is Jason. His entire lore behind him
is so goofy.
It's like, so he got murdered, and his revenge is to murder other people who didn't have anything to do with his initial murder.
It's so goofy,
like,
bro.
It literally enrages me, and I'm like...
It's like Chucky. Chucky was like some fucking like serial killer, then he got transported into a doll.
Yeah, it's...
Well, he's still crazy, but it's all like, how are you moving?
But like, it's...
like, I know lore reasons, there's things for why you're moving, but why are you moving?
You shouldn't be moving.
You have no articulation.
But like, I think this is where I came up with the idea that... Excuse me.
Demons are back.
This is where I came up with the idea, though, for this story, where it's like, Jason, or whoever the killer is, kills a guy, and then he's vengeful against Jason. How come none of those college kids ever come back vengeful to kill Jason? Like,
welcome to story writing, baby.
So, like, honestly, if I was ever killed by a supernatural killer, I would not go down without a fight. I'd come back as a demon myself and drag that man straight to hell.
So you're basically getting a Nightmare on Elm Street versus a fucking Friday the 13th.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's unironically, in that movie, they have a pretty badass fight scene.
I've heard that movie's actually like really
pretty gas.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I like I said earlier, I want to get
Freddy versus Jason.
I want to get into the horror movies, but most of them just
they're really goofy. At the end, I'm gonna be honest. After you've desensitized yourself to that type of media, and you just watch everything after their first initial movies, their blockbuster hits, they're kind of ass. And honestly, all of them are.
Honestly, I feel like
horror movies. Okay, here's a crazy opinion. Horror movies shouldn't get sequels.
True.
I don't think
that
they should.
is honestly a very good point.
Maybe a good sequel if it's like, okay, there's still lore here that needs to be uncovered. But after that, no. You do not need a trilogy with a horror movie. 1 and 2, that's it. And 2 only if certain requirements are met.
Yeah. And I hate to say this because I know how it makes me sound, but I feel like video games have made horror.
Oh no, they're obsolete.
Made horror movies obsolete.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's so many. Like even the worst horror games out there are leagues better than like some of the most mid.
Okay, I
horror
won't lie
movies.
though. There's a lot. Okay, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but horror anything is extremely common.
It is.
It's
very
really
common.
weird.
I think it's just people like making that kind of game because it's like
I think it's easy.
it's easy.
It's easy to get a jump
easy
scare.
money, easy.
Yeah, because you go to Steam
Concept.
and you go to like new Steam games, they're all horror.
There's always some small horror game that's out.
And usually
It's like maybe
ass.
it's like an hour experience or something for $5.
It's fucking garbage.
But like even that though, it's like an hour experience for $5, and it's like, well, it's a better experience than if you were to experience that in like a film form.
Yeah.
And even have you seen some of the YouTubers like their like own made like horror movies that they've made?
No. What are we talking about here?
There's one that Matt Pat was talking about a while back. It's some horror series that somebody made on YouTube, but like the visuals are actually super
we're getting into
good.
this. Oh yeah, nah. The internet's finally had its fucking all my literally Caleb's generation. All the Gen Zs have just figured out. Oh, this is how to make videos. They finally figured it out.
I think. Like I always say, I think most of like speaking of millennials, I think most of the
Colby's
stuff in media is pushed by like the millennials, and then us and Gen Z kind of like, oh, we perfect it.
Yeah, it really is like that. I know about a lot of them. Wendigoon talks about a lot of them, but there's some. It's analog horror. They haven't.
Oh yeah.
It's they haven't gotten into the wait till some of them actually have a budget. I can guarantee you in the next 20 to 30 years, maybe even less, maybe 15 to 20, maybe even 10 to 20. There'll be a horror. No, actually, it's already happened. Fucking, there's the SCP movies.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're not too crazy, but they got some budget behind them, and they're not bad. I think, what is it? SCP Overlord. It has like 18 million views on YouTube. It's really good, surprisingly, for an SCP film, even though the SCP universe can get fucking really bonkers and like almost scary movie levels of like stupid. But then there's some really good people that know how to write an actual scary monster on the internet. I think the quote for SCPs are like, the SCP Foundation is the greatest collection of stories next to the Bible, or some type of quote like that. Or at least maybe it's a quote that I've made up and I thought of it for maybe a long time. But it's like, there's some good stories there. But I can say for like probably like a bulk of those like horror story-esque things that you want, 10 to 15 years, Gen Z is gonna fucking break it down on YouTube or independent filmmaking.
And it's insane what these people can do with such a small budget.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like they get away with so much. But I guess get away is not the right word, but they can accomplish so much with pretty much the budget we have, and just good editing, just a little bit of time and effort, and a whole lot of heart towards your project, and they get a good horror thing going.
It really doesn't take a hell of a lot.
Oh no, yeah,
it really doesn't. And it's just, I'm looking at my YouTube analytics. I just haven't looked at them today. It's just some people can go fucking absolutely crazy. It's just depending. It's skill. It's over time. It's just. Horror on the internet's just been kind of common, which is really weird ever since the start. I think it's just the humans' natural like campfire-esque stories that we've kept over the years. It's always the first thing that shows up. Everybody's always interested in that near-death experience type of story.
It's like the mystery behind it, like the unknown is a lot more appealing to the human mind. Like, what's that in the darkness? Like, you don't, your brain is like, I'm scared to look in there, but deep down inside
starts making the monster.
You really want to go look into the darkness and see what's in there. You want to peer in and see what kind of spookies you can find, or if there's any spookies at all. You don't know, and then sometimes your mind makes up the spookies itself. Like a lot of legends, like Bigfoot and
Bigfoot's real. You have to. No. There's evidence, you motherfucker.
Where's my sound?
No, there's the whole fossil evidence of an actual, just a giant orangutan.
Well, yeah, but like Bigfoot in the sense of now.
Yeah. But who knows? There could be something in the Arctic. You got, subspecies of something. But
giant penguin.
Penguins in, I think, Mandarin are just business birds or something like that.
That's hilarious and adorable.
Yeah, I learned that off of a salmonella video. I laughed. I was like, "Wow, they're called business birds." They do look like they do capitalism, though. Honestly,
I love penguins. They're just
they're birds. Necrophiles, so they fuck dead birds.
True.
I can't support that.
Well, really, no animals decent in the world.
No, none of them are. They all kill. By basic human morals, they're all evil.
Yeah,
or at least
even
really
humans
bad.
Don't abide by that. So.
Yeah, we're assholes. Everything's an asshole.
Pretty much.
The universe is an asshole.
I can say I like penguins because everything sucks.
Yeah, that's how humanity is, or just how the universe works.
That's how it be do.
So, do you want to know my spooky story?
I do actually.
This is weird. This is almost comically weird. So, I'd say the audience, if you've or a long time listener, I like me for some 4chan stories always, and I'd say it felt like a year or two ago when the whole just grab 4chan posts and put the robot under them, make a YouTube video out of it, kind of Reddit-ish video started popping up. My favorite 4chaner, Chase.
Yeah.
He's covered a couple threads on just random ass stuff on the X boards, and the X board, if you don't know, on 4chan is kind of the mysterious board. And so his most popular videos, there's two of them, is C's. The crazy ass parts. For majority of them, they are kind of bullshit. Really like, I went into this Mexican underwater cave system and there's demons lurking afoot. It's like, okay, that's a little bit goofy.
Yeah.
I won't lie though, some of those 4chan threads and how people write them, get those motherfuckers a writer's room.
Yeah, like
they
honestly,
can make some bangers.
They're clearly like fake, but like they write so well that it's like,
damn, this is actually kind of good.
You want it to be real. You
know
know it's fake, but you want it to be real.
Those
so
writers
badly.
need to go to those fucking X boards and they will fucking find gold. I am telling you. But I think this is in the second video. I think this one almost has 1 million views or something like that. I'd have to look it up. But there is a board discussion. Now, the reason why I think this one is real because I had figured out something very recently. So, more or less how this goes down, there is an idea that there is a giant life form or just a blob of fish or crustaceans or really a small sea creature that just exists. And how the 4chan board eventually goes down the thread is more or less people think it's just some giant sea creature and or some like primitive primitive like ancient life form, because surprisingly not, a lot of fish haven't evolved because they've kind of peaked it out in the ocean, apparently. That's what scientific studies have said. This could change. But the idea there's just this... Hold up. I had the TikTok for this. Or not the TikTok, the Instagram for this. Give me a second. Caleb's probably going to have to cut in the future. So give me a memento because there's a name for it.
Okay.
Give me a second. Archive your activity.
Alex, out of all our friends, who'd be the first to die in a slasher film?
Ben. I unironically think I'd last the longest because I'd fucking leave. I'd just leave.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was it saved? Give me a second. Interactions, count history, archived. Give it a second. Oh no, these are just my phones. Where is it? Where's my saved posts? You bastards. You killed Kenny. There it is. Okay, hold up. We're almost there. I gotta wait till the fucking video ends. Give me a second because I have to wait. It's taking fucking forever. Shut the fuck up. So it's the DSL. It's the deep scattering layer. It has a different name on the video, but they're more or less the same idea. The idea is there's just the sea floor doesn't actually exist in some parts. There's just this mass of krill or fish that just exist on the bottom of the ocean that at night will just raise itself up and they'll just start eating, because most fish are actually surprisingly nocturnal. And it'll just kind of eat and devour, and more or less, if I remember the thread correctly, I could be wrong here, that's what it does, and some fishermen have seen it and they're like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? And then it just disappears. It's just it's something interesting I found where it's like, a 4chan board, I don't think it's real. Oh, there's actually scientific evidence of an actual thing like that existing. Go fucking figure.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, it's just this it doesn't seem crazy. I don't remember, this might have been a different idea, but they also call it Davy Jones. Like it's like this mass that just moves and just eats. That's what I've kind of come and figured out. It was just a really cool thing that I found yesterday. You told me, hey, find something spooky, and it's just like, oh, look at that. Something that was apparently, not real and just on a 4chan board apparently just became real on my fucking Instagram reels. So it's just pretty funny.
That's super weird. The ocean's just such a interesting place, and by interesting I mean horrifying.
Yeah. It's like what, almost like 90% of it hasn't been discovered or something.
Yeah. There's like, we know more about space than our own ocean.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that an old statistic? Do we know more now?
No, I don't think so. I think we send more rockets to space than rockets to the bottom of the ocean.
It's weird. Our planet's fucking funky. Gravity's funky.
It is.
Water's funky.
Water's scary.
Because you don't think about it. The deeper you go, the more water pressure there's on you. You never think about that. It's always like, oh, you think it's around you. No, it's above you, holding you down.
That just clicked for me like a couple months ago thinking about it. I was like, wait, water pressure increases the lower you go because all the water weight's on top of you. I was like, how did I never think of that? Why did my brain never comprehend that?
I knew about that when I was younger. That's the one reason I was like, bro, there got to be something crazy now.
Oh, there's definitely something.
But the thing is, though, about it, though, with those crazy ass pressures, nothing can go back up. It's just like, there's this weird like tug and pull esque relationship. Sir, there could be something crazy down there.
Because even if,
if it were to raise to the surface, it literally, I'm not joking here, explode.
It would destroy its own body. Because like the blobfish doesn't look the way it does when it is at the ocean floor where it belongs, but people only find its decomposing corpse
on the surface.
To the top.
It looks all depressed and shit. It looks like me.
Like,
But no, that I just found that interesting. A couple of those 4chan boards are kind of weird. Another thing too is speaking on the whole 4chan thing, on just talking about the X stuff. I don't know why. It just might be the times and just how some people just perceive the enemy. But there's been a lot of Siberian, Ukraine-esque like lore that's been showing up on a lot of these videos where it's just like, it's a lot of like old worldy kind of like shaman-esque like native Russian videos or like lore that's been showing up. It's all like there's house spirits. You don't fuck with the house spirits. If you have a bride, you have to tell the house. Like it's really like
what?
Yeah, it's weird. I can't really go into it. I have to watch the video again. I'm waking up right now. I can feel it. But it's like, yeah, it's just been really weird. The X boards love skinwalkers and Russian folklore. It's really weird. It's really weird. And I think it's just because of the times, honestly.
Yeah.
Just because, the whole Russian and Ukraine thing, and just I think skinwalkers is just universally, a thing that mimics a person. Fucking grade-esque storytelling.
Yeah, like, because that's terrifying. Like, you couldn't trust your own mother at that point, and that's like the person you're supposed to trust the most. And it's like something calling to you in the woods, mimicking your loved one's voice is like, that's not you, Val. That's not you.
It's like the fucking I forgot what movie it is, but remember the guy with the fucking I only remember the scene where he's just like whatever.
Are you talking about The Thing or?
No, not The Thing, but The Thing's pretty good too.
I still need to watch that movie. That's one of the horror movies that I have like at the top of my list.
Didn't you?
I know it did. Yeah. I know.
It's literally. Huh? I'm on Among Us reference.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's what I love looking up spooky stuff on my downtime. But that one's always been interesting. Another interesting thing too is what's up with fucking American folklore and European folklore. It's in
I think I saw a post like
the
that.
gnomes will give you luck for 15 years if you finish this quest, but if you don't, you'll die. In America, grab the AK.
It's always like this gnarly looking beast ready to murder your family.
They're always huge. They're always huge. They have supernatural powers, and it's literally just a fucking COD Zombies map. That's all it is.
Are Americans just afraid of everything?
No, they're not afraid. I think it might be the cultural thing. I think it might be the movies and stuff.
But
I think Americans just fear the kind of like big monster, and in Europe they don't really have that kind of esque way of thinking.
Yeah,
because if you look about it, like
does most of because I was just reading about this today. A lot of American culture comes from like Dutch and German things, and a lot of that stuff is actually like Santa Claus is going to murder you.
A little bit, but I think I think Americans like to crank it up a bit.
Yeah.
It's always what's his fucking face? Santa Claus's opposite. Fucking
Krampus.
Krampus. It's like, oh, it's just some guy that will beat you with a stick, but in an American way, it's like, no, he'll devour you and rip you in half like it's a fucking Doom game.
He hates your mother and he hates your sons, and if you're a son, you better watch out.
He'll fucking butt fuck you or something. It's some like over dramatization of it. Like it's always weird.
Yeah.
Like because you think about it, what is it? There are ideas of others like skinwalkers in European culture and stuff. So. But they're never dramatic. It's always like, never, they mimic and stuff, but it's never like, oh fuck, you're walking across the yard, oh, like that shit.
Look at that lanky dude with his big white head. He has no face, and wait, it's my face. Oh no.
That'd be pretty creepy.
It's very interesting. Also, a callback to episode 7. I just saw a statistic. This is a little bit of a tangent. I just saw a statistic about specifically British people and Americans and their confidence against fighting certain animals. And throughout the entire statistic, Americans were always more confident that they could beat the animals than British people. And it was like
USA, baby.
It was some high percentage of people. It was like, I'd have to say it was like around the 40 to 60 percentile.
Do they have a rock though?
I think it's just barehanded.
No, they do.
It's like the 40 to 50 percentile that people thought that they could not beat a rat in a fight. It's like a rat, and you have to keep in mind the British people were always lower than the Americans, so significantly less British people think they can beat a rat in a fight than an American.
Fucking just throw a rock at it, bro.
Just crush it in your hand. It's a rat.
Yeah, I don't want to
bite its head off.
I don't want to do that. I'll just kick it. I'll just stomp it. I don't want to actually touch it. I'll just use my boot. If I have a boot on.
Sure. But still, how do you lose in a fight to a rat?
Because they'll nibble on you. They'll give you syphilis.
No.
They'll give you the Black Plague. They'll win in the end game.
It's like have you seen Austin Powers?
I'm gonna be real, dude. I've only ever seen clips of that movie. I have never actually watched Austin Powers.
Have you seen the clip with the steamroller?
No, I don't think I have.
What?
I only know the fucking villain. That's about it. And then yeah, baby,
Dr. Evil.
$1 billion.
So stupid. What a funny movie.
That's a goofy ass movie.
It is a
bro.
goofy movie.
It's just a giant parody on fucking James Bond. That's all it is. Which is funny.
Scary Movie. That's a funny parody though. It's a stupid one, but it has its funny moments.
It does. I do enjoy my scary movie every once in a while, but
I think 4 is the best one.
I'm not a fucking enthusiast on scary movies, Caleb.
I've only seen 2 of them.
Oh my fucking god!
I've
out of order too.
Yeah, I watched the 4th one first.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And then, because Colby was telling me, he was like, all right, I know Isaac always references these stupid movies, so I'll show you this one, because this is like the only funny one out of all the scary movies. There's like 6 of them, by the way. But the 4th one I thought was funny, and then I watched the first one with Val, and that one was just stupid.
They had to get the errors out first.
Also, very telling of the time of some of the jokes that they made in that first movie. One of the characters is Officer Doofy.
Officer Goofy?
Doofy.
Doofy? What's Doofy mean?
He's doofy. He's literally like a special ed officer in the movie. And that's his entire joke.
I won't lie, bro. The early
like,
2000s had some fucked up shit.
Really did.
Oh, what was fucking up with with people being dickheads, bro? I swear to God.
I guess they just didn't know back then.
I don't. It's just.
I don't know.
What's up with our grandparents and stuff just demoralizing people?
I don't know.
Is that not a common? Well, I'm gonna be honest. We could be demoralizing people without realization. I think that might be the thing too. But it's like after it's realized, why do you still do it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like a superiority? Oh, you know what? You know what we could talk about? Fucking, I was watching a video on this the other day with John Oliver, and we can tie this back in. The British Museum. Or multiple museums. I can't say museum.
Dude, we can't talk today.
We can't. Museum. You know how they just have stolen artifacts and shit?
Yeah.
I started thinking about it to myself. I was just pondering. I'm like, why keep them? What the fuck's the point?
That's a good point.
It's like the lore of most of it is either somebody was just stole it or somebody literally just spoils of warred it.
He's like, this came straight from Africa, and my great
I killed several children, small African children, for this,
and now I'm going to keep it in my museum. And then people in Africa are like, could we actually have that back since it's an ancient cultural heirloom? No. You cannot. You great people. You can go see it in my museum.
In my museum for $75. He twirls his fucking mustache. No, it's just, I started just thinking about it to myself while I was making a sandwich. I'm like, you could give them back. There's no difference. You photographed it multiple times. You probably have a 3D model of it. You don't really need it. But you're only doing it because you're a fucking asshole and just want to feel superior.
Much, yeah.
I was just thinking about it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know the lore of it. You went into the country, fucking burned the bitch down for reasons. Put in multiple. The British Empire was evil.
And pretty much
and
racism, nationalism,
money, capitalism, money.
Religionism.
Yes.
Any other ism.
Yeah, really. I'm gonna be honest. The fucking Michael Jordan of the countries, bro. I really honestly think fucking the UK really was going around fucking hitting triple doubles on people.
Pretty much, UK with British. I'll always say this: the British were the cause of pretty much all the world's problems that we have today.
I say half. I'd say the Cold War has a big part to play with America and stuff.
But America came from Britain.
Well, we can get really into it and just say the Vikings have caused all of our problems. And then we can just say from that Rome has caused all of our problems. And from Rome, we can just go from the guy
Eve caused all our problems.
And then if you want the fucking atheist fucking route, it's just the monkey. The
monkey who accidentally tripped and had a chromosome change.
Yeah, or something. So he just thought differently, or maybe the Joe Rogan fucking podcast theory. They just smoked too much ganja.
That's the dumbest thing.
But I won't lie though. He kind of right though. I think it probably ended up actually. That's what probably happened.
I think that's stupid.
No, it totally makes sense, bro. Some of the smartest people in the fucking world have just been smoking fucking pot for thousands of years. And I'm gonna be honest. Some of my best ideas, I've either been so fucking tired or so high on my brain's dopamine that I just make some cool ass ideas. And I can guarantee you, if I had just a bit of the ganja, I'd be making probably some fire ass videos, some really cool topics or something, or just be interesting. I'm gonna be honest. And fucking Leonardo, what was fucking Da Vinci was fucking gone for like 15 years or whatever. Like he's just on AWOL. Mm-hmm. He was getting high in the Caribbean, bro. He was with Tupac. He was doing something, bro. Had to be doing something crazy.
Sure,
he was somewhere in Italy, fucking just just doing some crazy shit, came back and said, watch this, and started fucking, hey, look at this. I'm in a tank. I'm in an airplane. Here's a picture. Here's another picture. Here's a really good picture. And then, like, here's everything else. Had to be high. There's no fucking way.
Sure, Alex.
And then not to mention the
If it
fact
lets you
the
sleep at
Egyptians
night.
were just fucking smoking shit. The Aztecs were smoking shit. Fucking, they were grabbing fucking poison dart frogs, just sniffing. I think, were they sniffing? I think they were sniffing. They were sniffing and stuff like, bro, what if we made a step stool, but a pyramid step stool? Like, you have to be high to make that idea. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
You don't think ideas can just come from inconvenience?
What's inconvenient about building a step stool, or not a step stool, a fucking a giant ladder or fucking giant stairs as a pyramid? It's just like, what if we just grabbed one,
to the top,
build a ladder, or plant a tree, or just make a tower?
You literally just described how it'd be easier to use stairs than a ladder.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest though. I think ladders are actually pretty efficient. I think stairs are just kind of for people that can't, climb a ladder. We should be using ladders like it's fucking Donkey Kong. It's fucking going up, fucking fighting a monkey, or some. And he's not a monkey.
Speaking of Donkey Kong, the Mario movie's first trailer just came
I'm gonna be
out.
honest. I do not give a fuck
You don't
about
care?
that. I do not care. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck that Chris Pratt's Mario. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna watch that trailer whenever it fucking drops.
We're doing it right now.
And I do. Is it out?
It's out right now.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be 100% honest here. We'll watch this. I do not give two fucks.
Why?
I just don't like Mario. I just don't care.
Sure.
I just don't care.
Sure.
And that's about it. I just don't like Mario. And everybody was having a fucking a panic attack over the fact that he was Mario. I don't care.
I just think it's funny.
I think Michael Key and whatever his face as Toad is funnier.
that is funnier. Actually, I really don't know.
Does he voice only Toad or all
He
the Toads? Why are you watching Hocus Pocus 2 on Disney Plus?
That's my mom's favorite movie is Hocus Pocus.
She kind of looks like the main character. No, I'm not gonna lie. Or the main witch.
The main witch or the other witch?
No, the main witch.
Do you know which one's the main witch?
Is it the red one? That was in the trio. That's what I was talking about. She kind of looked like her.
Sure, Alex.
Is it even
Anyways.
trending on Twitter? I don't
It
even.
probably. Why is it 45 minutes long?
I don't even. Hold up. I'll just look for the trailer, and we should find this out. I can just go to Twitter. I'm looking.
I found it.
It's 2 minutes long. You know you're probably gonna have to cut the audio out of this part
It's fine. They don't need audio.
or whatever.
They just need our reaction. It probably's not even gonna catch it.
It probably won't. Or maybe no, it probably won't. Okay, we're watching it though.
We are currently watching this trailer. Hey, the trailer's already not starting off the way people thought it would.
Is this an action movie by Funimation or Illumination? I won't lie. Holy shit.
Kind of looks good.
I want to hear Jack Black
Oh,
though.
yes.
I want to hear it.
What?
Oh, he doesn't.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Wait
He
a
doesn't.
minute.
Holy shit. They actually went serious.
Penguins?
Are they about to have an anime battle?
What is going on?
Well, I'm going to be honest though. In full honesty, there's never really been like a serious Mario lore like stuff.
No, yeah, this is why
Jack Black's actually
Jack
doing
Black
actually
sounds
doing
so
it
good. What
serious.
the heck?
Like he actually sounds serious. He didn't go comedic.
He's not Jack. Like he actually is doing a character. All right, I heard a little bit.
Now I heard a little bit of him. And then he's a dumbass in the movie. Okay.
Sounds about right. It's Chris Pratt.
Oh, don't tell me he got teleported from real life. Is that the fucking start?
I don't know. Yeah, that's.
Oh
Chris
my
Pratt.
god, it's just fucking Chris Pratt. Was that racism?
Keegan Michael Key doesn't sound anything like himself in this either. Though then again,
He literally just sounds. Oh my god, the fucking.
what?
Oh, Luigi's
There
in
he
it.
is.
I totally forgot he was in this. Oh, they had a Luigi's Man. That was just a Luigi's Mansion reference. I'm gonna be honest. It looks better than I thought, but Chris Pratt fucking sucks cock.
Chris Pratt.
Unironically,
like
Jack
Chris
Black
Pratt.
actually fucking looks like he smashed the role.
Oh man, I didn't expect anything other than the voice acting's about the way I expected, except for Jack Black.
Yeah, but no.
He went over
The
the
more
top.
the most interesting thing about this is just there's never been like a serious Mario like lore anything other than like guidebooks.
Yeah.
So this is actually going to be kind of cool in that sense. And I might watch it like
I think
3 years
I think we're
later.
gonna get the boys together and watch it in theaters. I think that was the plan.
That was the plan.
That was the plan.
We'll
Just like we
we'll
did
see.
with the Sonic movie.
I guess. I won't lie though. Sonic now got competition.
Yeah, I mean,
But even though I'm gonna be real, and now I want an actual, just like a genuine Sonic movie, like kind of like this,
Yeah,
not like
like-
live action, which
Yeah.
it works. But
the live action's good, but I don't know.
I want to. If I see an anime fight with the fucking so what's the whole thing with the fucking star? Are they making the star the most powerful object now? Is that the whole idea?
I guess
Is that the
always kinda
MacGuffin?
was,
Well, yeah,
but
it
I
is,
like-
but it only lasts 15. Is that going to be the joke? It
It
only
lasts
lasts 15 seconds. Is that the whole bit? Don't tell me I just figured out the whole fucking movie.
we figured out the ending. It
Like-
lasts 15 seconds,
like-
and then Bowser's like, "What happened?"
What happened? Oh, it only lasts for like what is it? Princess Peach's gonna be like, it only lasts 15 seconds. Wait, what? What? Huh? And then like Mario's just gonna be like, oh,
Actually-
firepower.
I guess speaking of voice acting, that surprised me. Keegan Michael Key.
No,
Didn't
he's
really
always
s-
he's
he-
had range. I expected a little bit from him. I thought it was gonna be a little
Sure.
bit more goofy. Just be like,
Wah! It's me, Toad!
yeah,
Oh boy!
No, I don't think anybody could listen to an hour of Toad sounding like that.
I could. It would be funny seeing.
Come on, Mario! We gotta get going!
He just has very few voice lines. What if Toad's the only character that actually sounds like that, and just the other Toads are just like, "How you doing, Craig? Oh, I'm doing
I
well.
don't know, Jim.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
Oh fuck, it's this guy.
Oh boy! Let's go!
Oh my god, I have a hole in my pants.
Oh no.
Well, no, I thought these were the ones with the hole in my pants. Oh no, I need new shorts.
Hey, we've reached that point in our adult lives where we start not buying clothes, and then our clothes get holes in them, and we're like, "Oh no."
Oh no, intrigued. Oh well,
That's an interesting
episode.
interesting
We talked about things.
trailer.
Yeah,
I don't know what the heck they talk about in the direct for 45 minutes, but
I haven't seen any meat. Hold up, let me scroll Twitter real quick. And see
the
if there's
trailer
any
wasn't
memes.
bad, so they couldn't make memes.
Zoom in on that, Caleb.
Pablo.
Pablo is literally the king of the penguins.
I love it. I love it. Well, I guess that's all we have for today, right? Unless you can find some memes before
I
we
don't-
go. Let's see.
He just sounds like Chris Pratt. That's all he sounds like.
He literally sounds like Chris Pratt. He said one word and it's like, oh, that's Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the tweet with Chris Pratt where he's like, my Mario is going to sound like nothing else? It sounds like you.
Sounds like you.
Chris Pratt's not a bad voice actor, but when you hear his voice, you know
He
it's
just.
Chris
Why
Pratt.
didn't you just get fucking Mario's voice actor? It's like, or
I don't know. He's in the movie somehow, so I don't know if he like voices like Wario or Waluigi at some point.
are they actually in the movie?
I haven't heard anything.
I don't know. That's a bit goofy, at least in my opinion.
It's a little goofy, but Jack Black.
Because he did Parthenax. Like he can do a serious role.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused here.
Who knows?
I'm very confused here. Well, I think we're good.
Yeah, I
Very
think
short
that's,
episode, just us talking today. Mario movie looked okay, I guess.
looked better than what I thought.
But from how it's seeming like this is going to be like an action adventure movie. I thought it was going to be
Well, I mean, I don't think they could have made it any other way without it being
childish.
childish. I think they want it to be something that the actual audience who's going to be
If
watching
I
it,
see
which is
Giga Bowser and in this movie, I'm gonna laugh.
Giga Bowser.
Just them fighting and shit. But I don't know. That's just Alex's opinion. I'm not really that big of a Mario fan. Never really been a fan of those 2D platformers.
Sure.
But that's just Alex.
Alex is just a hater.
I've never.
I don't know. It looked fine to me.
It's okay. It's just Mario.
It looks like
I'm not hating on it. It looks good. I just don't give a fuck about Mario. Where is Sonic 3, bitch? Give me Shadow.
3.
We rep Sega in this hoe.
Yeah. I will agree with that. Well,
we knew. What was the fucking line? What's the Sony line? We Nintendo what they Nintendo don't or whatever.
we do what Nintendo don't.
Oh yeah, whatever the fuck.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, what Caleb said, bitch. We rep Mario or we rep Sonic in this hoe.
This new Sonic game actually looks like a banger too. So hopefully Sonic's on the up and up.
Yeah, when's the next Mario game coming out? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. We got a movie. Who cares? On a game.
Yeah, get your Switch up, bro. Fucking drift and shit. Fucking laggy ass 30 FPS screen.
It's so funny though. All the controllers drift now. Every single controller drifts.
Dork.
Xbox controllers drift. PlayStation controllers drift.
You know what doesn't drift? A keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, but that's dumb, and you're a nerd if you use that.
I have to. I can't crank 90s. I can't. I'm gonna be honest. If you're
Why are you playing in build mode?
I'm not. No, this is just in general with PC gaming. Like, you can just rotate faster with the mouse.
It's still lame. There's no point.
Yeah. When I'm getting fucking completely ass blasted with somebody fucking literally just been like, I see the opponent, but there's two over here. I want to get the nice triple kill. I'm like, God damn it! Fucking get your fucking IBS or whatever fucking up. It's fucking PC players are fucking cracked. They're assholes. I'm an asshole.
Giga nerds.
That's just how it is, bro.
Giga nerds.
I don't know. I won't lie. I played on controller recently, bro. It felt fucking weird. So weird.
It's just playing games.
I guess. I don't know. It's just so, like, the slowness of it. I'm like,
Now that's how you know Alex is a nerd.
Hey, bro. That's just how it is.
Well, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Totally Oblivious. I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of interesting things happened over the week and during this episode. So,
look at you interrupting the ending of the podcast. Wow, Mariah. Anyway, goodbye.
Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.
Deuces.